Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you are staying safe, especially our Australian viewers who are currently experiencing some heavy, turbulent rain and weather here this morning. Today, we're going to be looking at the new Thinkific features, and this is a live walkthrough. And we only get to do these when I'm, doing something new and something live. So we're going to go through a live walkthrough of how to build a Thinkific community using the new features that Thinkific have brought out. And we're going to build the very own Course Creators Circle community when we go through. So just a quick little introduction from me, then I'll roll a little bit of music and we'll get started in today's session where I just get the final little touches on our screen ready to go so that I can share my screen with you and we can delve into today's presentation. My name is Linda Reed-Enever. I'm a Thinkific approved expert, which means I've been teaching Thinkific for a little while and I know how to do a couple of things along the way. And it does mean that I got the advantage of being able to test Thinkific communities, and now I can show it to you today so that you can have a look and experience it for yourself. I'm a coffee lover and I will be drinking coffee throughout today's session because this is normally my day off. So I'm looking forward to being able to share a few things with you, and we will be delving into things. A little bit of street cred about who I am and what I do. I run 5 businesses here. I'm a marketing and ideas strategist first and foremost. I'm a trained teacher and I love teaching you how to do things, whether that comes to marketing or course creation. So yeah, being the founder of the Course Creator Circle is one of the businesses that we run and something that I love to do on a daily basis. Let me just roll the music, make sure our live streams are happening everywhere they should be, and then we'll come back and we'll get started. Well, here we go, and we're getting started in today's session, and I'm very, very excited to be getting started now. I'm just about to turn my screen on so that we can do screen share and we can get you all started here today looking at what we're going to look at, which is how to build a community on Thinkific. Now, recently, Thinkific announced that they had some new course creation, community building features for us. So I'm very, very excited to say that we get to share all of that with you here today. We share what's new, what's coming, different tips and tricks that we found, what we love about the community so far. And I'm going to share with you a few little tips about how you can bring community into your operations and your setup as well throughout the journey. So I'm a community person for a long time. So I thought maybe start with a little bit of street cred. We started a community and a space called Family Capers back in 2009. Oh my God, we're going 2000s now. 2009. And we started that with, would you believe, a good old PHP forum, and it was tacked onto our website with a whole heap of other stuff. It looked ugly and it really didn't bring the community or the functionality of bringing people together that we really wanted to do. Then Facebook came out and Facebook groups came out, and we started to take our family-based community over to Facebook. As I engage with more groups as a marketing expert, sharing my knowledge and expertise, which I strongly suggest you do, we started to see some inconsistencies in the world that were coming into place with things like different Facebook groups and moderation and bullying and the nasty side of Facebook groups. And what I wanted to do was create a space that me and my business owner friends could hang out with, and we would be able to engage and chat along the way. And that led to us creating the Facebook community that you may know today called Business, Business, Business. So when I talk about communities, I've been doing it for a little while. Now, Business, Business, Business started in 2014. It's, coming up, it's 8 years old now. It's coming up to its 9th birthday next year. And in addition to that, that is where I became a Thinkific partner, because I started to need a reason to teach online. Now, if you don't know Business, 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 we are a 33,500 strong community of small business owners that allow you to learn, connect, network, and do together. And then through that process, I needed to teach online, and I went through all the research and the platform finding and going, which one do I want? And we found Thinkific, okay? And Thinkific became the platform of choice that I teach on today. And God, this is getting very fluffy, Linda. You don't normally do this much fluff, but I want to explain to you the street cred and I suppose a little bit about why we're here today teaching you what we're about to teach. So through that process, we created a courses and we created an online offering, and I went through that process of trying to work out how do I best bring the community in for my online offering. We ran a thing called the 52-week marketing challenge for a number of years. That was lovely, but it was 52 weeks. It wasn't evergreen. It wasn't something I could market on an ongoing basis, and we couldn't have people come in on an ongoing basis. So then we started to launch, when we launched something equally new, we launched, no, not equally new, but we launched the opportunity of a space called the Marketing Circle, which is my first membership and my first community. And the Marketing Circle, which I will actually briefly show you some of the community setups we've done in Thinkific before we dive too far in this morning, is my community where people learn about marketing. Along the way, people wanted to learn how I made courses. And so I naturally came back full circle to where we are right now, to creating courses and teaching people how to create courses and doing more of the teaching that I do each and every day. Now, the Course Creators Circle has a Facebook group as well. So there's a community group that you are more than welcome to jump into. And I'll pop that into chat now, just in case anyone hasn't got access to it. And here is the Course Creators Circle group. And you are more than welcome to jump into the business group as well. You can definitely talk business, and be able to do it. So why? When I've got Facebook groups, am I looking at creating communities on Thinkific? And why am I going to show you what we're doing today? And the part of the reason we're doing that is because not all of my user base love Facebook. You know, let's be honest, not everyone loves Facebook. And while Facebook has some major functionalities, the new community features inside Thinkific have things like live events, so that we can start to bring them into more of what we do. So I'm popping in the business group now, and then we're going to jump off and we're going to show you the what we've set up for the Marketing Circle. So the Marketing Circle is my VIP community. We have a members area where we host replays and videos. So our community from that point of view is more along the lines of what we're about to show you now, which is having our live events, having some reminders, and a little bit of discussion that's starting. But we have a very active Facebook group. So our plan for the Marketing Circle is to use our Facebook group and our community group to allow people to have everything within their student dashboard. So let's delve in and take a look, shall we? So the Marketing Circle, you can see over here, and I'm hoping that it's popping up on my screen nicely. The Marketing Circle is over here, and it is our circle where people can come and learn marketing with me. What you'll see over here is this is the current community. We've got some upcoming events coming in here, the opportunity to create an event, which I'll show you when we go into the Course Creator Circle. We've got some discussions. We've got some video posts that you can do doing YouTube links. We've got a little conversation over here, and then we've got all the spaces in our community. So that just gives you a bit of an idea about how it looks, the announcements and the settings and all of those sorts of things. Your users will get a notification when there's a new post within your community over here, and they'll get a little notification in the bells area. If someone wanted to follow a post, you can see that I'm following these ones, but it's mainly because I started them. But if someone wanted to follow a post, they could jump in here and they could get in and follow a post. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me jump into the post. They can jump in here and they can click follow or unfollow. And that's how the students can make a decision about whether they're going to get a notification or a bell along the way. So I just want to make sure that I was sharing my screen. I'm just going to come back. Yes, I was. Now you can see everything in here. So now we've done that. Now I've had a look at that one. I've got a folder of documents ready for us to go today. And we're going to delve into creating our very first community. So you'll find communities under Manage Learning Products. Okay, we'll get rid of this Marketing Circle one so that we don't have as many tabs open. Under Manage Learning Products, okay? Your community there is the ability to hit Add New Community or Set Up. I got us a little bit head started along today. Once you've clicked that new community or set up a community, you'll be taken to this screen over here. And this screen is where you're able to create your first community. So you're able to set up your profile. And your profile is what your little profile picture. And it comes up here if you go to My Profile, and you'll be able to go in and set up your little profile. So same as you Thinkific login, just putting in your titles, your company if you want to as well, and hitting Save Changes. I'm just going to go back because we want to make sure that you are set there. The next component we can do is put in our welcome post. We can set community access. We can set in landing pages and all sorts of things from there. So what I like to do inside here is, first of all, go and set the community access. So what are we going to do when we're going to sell this community? So we've got a community image up here that we can upload, and I'm pretty sure one. So we're going to jump in here. And we're going to my lovely little setup over here. Yes, we have course creator circle background 1 and 2. We're going to take a guess because I can't see the file because we updated my computer, which one I want here. And we're going to upload our file ready to go. And of course, that was the wrong one. So we'll go back and we'll go reset. We'll get back and we'll upload the right one. Here we go. Uploading our right image in here. So we've got our little course creator circle area from here. So once in here, we set our course card image, which is the same as the standard Facebook course card images. Hit the upload button and it'll upload. Sometimes you don't see the upload popping up here straight away. It is today, but it doesn't always happen from there. Now, this is going to be different to the Course Creator Circle Facebook group. The Facebook group is a free level access. This is a VIP community for limited access to me, which comes with Course Creator Circle membership. So this is bring in our description, and I put the Course Creator Circle. VIP and Ultimate. Oh gosh. Always typing when someone else is watching is always fun. Okay, so we've been able to create our little area over here. Here you can start to work out what your font sizes and your primary colors are. So making sure that we are looking for the right details over here. So your images are over here, your description, short description, doesn't have to be long, and you can choose your font size. So mine's set to my font size for the site that we use, so I don't have to worry about that one. I do want to upload an image. Now, I've got the specs for this one. This one is 640 by 160 from Thinkific. They're about to pop it in there. Normally they have their images over every side, but today it's not the case. So you'll see here I've made a Course Creator Circle banner. It's very long, it's very thin, it's not a huge image. So you want to make sure that it's going to move with the screen and move with everything well, because with the Thinkific app due to come out later on this year or early next, we want to make sure that we've got our images that are going to be flexible and move with our computer. So who has access? So this is where you choose whether it's all students that are logged into your site, students in a selected course or bundle, or students that purchase this community. Now, in our case, we already have the membership running. So this is going to be the ones that are inside the Course Creator Circle, and they are going to have access to it. When we publish this course, they will get access they'll get an email saying that they've got access. So if you're a VIP member, you're going to be able to do it this way. I'm going to hide the community because it's not a chargeable offering. If it was a purchase offering, then I would want to make sure that it is there. Currently, this looks like we haven't selected a product, but if you go in here and I type in the Course Creator Circle again, you'll find it's already ticked. So don't stress about that. SEO titles, you can pop in your title in here. And then you can pop in any keywords, any SEO stuff. And I'm going to come back and do that later and not bore everyone through that process. So we've set our name, we've set our image, we've set our description, we hit save. So basically now, unless we were doing a fee component, we're pretty much done. But we're just going to sit over here to the pricing tab. And under the pricing tab, you'll see one-time payment plans, all of those sorts of things. You can build a landing page for your community over here when the landing page functionality is inside this space. And we'll come back if I've got questions. Sorry, guys, if I have not seen them, we'll come back. You can build a landing page and put your details in from there. Unless you're going to have the community public facing, though, you don't have to stress about that right now. So if it's attached to a course, otherwise, Thinkific Site Builder's in place. You've got all the smart sections. You can hit in and edit the banners and all of those sorts of things. I'm going to close that off because currently the main things that we need to set up for the community now are inside the community itself. So we're not going to have a pricing tab. We don't need to worry about that. But if you did, you can go one-time payment, subscription payment, membership payment, and those things from there. But because we have existing members, we're tying it to the course where the members are currently. Okay. So over here, you'll find our Course Creator Circle VIP access for all Course Creator Circle members. We've got little opportunities to set up our profile, to have a conversation with people along the way, and we go through this process from here. Now, our image should be coming across. I'm just going to refresh my end. I would say, yeah, there we go. There's our banner image coming across as well. You've got lots of little tips along the way. And as you start to build out each of your spaces, you will get little announcements and little information from there. So you Thinkific Communities are coming in with spaces over here. So you've got your general one. And I normally say my general one's about having our guidelines. And if I wanted to link it to a course, I can. And because this is the Course Creator Circle community, we want to be able to link it to a course. And this was the slightly harder part we found the other day, was trying to find the courses that we wanted to link to. It would be lovely if this came up in search, especially when you've got a whole heap of courses in here. So what we do there is we link to course, and then that course comes linked up in the description. And we'll just go, this is for general chatter. About course creation. I didn't actually get all the images that I should have, but inside the folder here, you'll see I've got a couple of images that I can pop in here. So we've got our banner, we've got our Course Creator Circle background, we've got our logos and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to pop an image in here very quickly to make sure that we've got an image. So each space can have its own image, and we just hit the save button from there. Hit upload, it should be ready to go. I'm just going to pop back and see if there's any questions in chat over here. Not at the moment, so we're doing well. Okay, and then we're talking for general chat about course creation. So that's one of the areas from here. We hit update space, and our space is now updated. You can see that our opportunities here, our course is linked in here, our details about general chatter and helping people go through. I suggest you keep your announcements one. I have the introductions one in the marketing circle. But if you wanted to create a new space of your own, you're just going through here and looking at, you've got a series of icons to check from, putting in a description, an image, and if you want to link it to a course, you can do so along the way. The events tab is the next one that I think is really important for us to have a look at. And this is where you can create a live event. So for our VIP members inside the Course Creator Circle, they actually get access to the events that we have, like our Course Creators Q&A sessions and our course creation automation session that we're running. They get access to that as part of the process. And we've already registered and created landing pages. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put these events in, and I'll show you how you can set up the event very simply and easily. There's no reoccurring events yet, but I believe that is also coming from Thinkific along with moderators and a few other features that I'm going to talk to you about in a little minute. So what we're doing is here, we're putting our event title. We'll go back over to the event over here. We're going to see it. There we go. Beautiful. Now, you can pop in whatever details that you need to for the link. So it can be an online or an in-person one, and you can add the conference link in from there if it's an online event. And now it doesn't have to be a Zoom event. It can be on Google Meet. It can be on the online event page like we've got for this one. And I'm just going to pop the online event page in for this one for a second. Access link is over here. Beautiful. So this is our online event page that people have access to. So I'm just going to pop that link in there. And then I'm going to upload the banner, which is our course creation Q&A banner, and pop it in there. So far, so good. Managing to keep all our images the same size. And that 16:9 setting, guys, if you're using it quite regularly and your images aren't too bad, big in size, you'll be able to be fine from there. So our next session is going to be run on November 8. Your time zone you can set as well. Okay, and we're running that one at 11 a.m. So now, all of a sudden, our time zone is set and our time zone is edited in our profile, and we create the event. So this is a 1 hour event, and we create the event. Then that event is now on our upcoming events tab on our Course Creators Circle community. It's on our home tab over here, and it's on our events tab. So we go through and create a couple more events. We would do a little bit of a welcome post, and we would start to move people through. Then at the final stage, we would then go back to the tab over here. And I'm not going to do it right now because as much as I love building a community with you live, I want to make sure that we've got our announcement posts in. You hit the little publish tab over here. And that publish tab will take your people directly. You send the email out to all the course creators saying that they've got access to it, and then allow people to jump in from there. Sorry, not jump into the community and start conversing. So there are a couple of posts that I'll pop in here, and one will be an introduce yourself post, and I'll put in a video that says, hi, my name's Linda. I would like you to introduce yourself. Let's get to know each other as course creators. We might do a little bit of a general one, or like a Q&A one, and then I'll do an encouraging post here which says, this is the space that you get to ask me your course creation questions in between Q&A sessions and events. So please feel free to ask them to me. After I've done that, I will have our Course Creator Circle community ready to publish. We'll add in some little images along here. So inside these spaces, you can see that we can jump in here and we can go to settings. So if you want to go and change anything, you can go to settings and you can upload files. And I figure this is a Q&A one, so we might as well pop it in. There we go. So we're popping in our Q&A images, and we're just going to brand that through. Now we can upload that. Now, I haven't done this yet, so let's see if we can. And this is all about building live along the way. Can I link to the same course a second time round? Because obviously we've got courses in here. And can we link to it second time around? So if it's relevant that they have the link to the learning material, then I would be hoping that we can link. It doesn't look like it, does it? No, it doesn't look like we can link to the course a second time round. Here we go. So you can only pick one course, one space, so we have to unlink it. I'm going to provide that feedback to Thinkific, because some communities, like the Course Creator Circle, where you've got an existing membership, you might want to link to more than one course. So that's how you would change that. Add your settings, update, and there's a little delete space button from here as well. Okay, so now we get into, I suppose, the post types that we can pop in. So under our announcements tab over here, we'll go create post for a second, and we'll say, let's introduce yourself. Now here you can put it in a video. The video is currently only from URL out on YouTube. However, unlisted videos will work. However, I've heard from Thinkific that they are looking at including the Thinkific library inside here. So your post title is here, characters along the way. Now, I've heard some people say links don't work. They do. They just happen to only become live after you put the URL in. So if you put the URL in like this one, and I'll just put in a test post here because we're not live and I can delete it. Put it in test post, pop in some text. And if we wanted to, not loading a video, if we wanted to load an image or a file along the lines here, we could do the same situation. So we might upload an image just to say that we've done something here. And the image has got 100 megabytes of file size limit. So that's just one thing to be aware of. And then you can put in alt text or whatever you would like to do and put your image in there. So there's our test post. Now, if someone wanted to follow that post, they can click on it and they can follow me, but they can also click on it, follow it. What you can see here is the activity on a community person. You'll see the role of moderator here. Thinkific are bringing out more moderator roles as the community grows, community functionality grows. They're in the processes of getting that stuff started, but it allows you to be able to see and the activity of your user along that way. From the opportunity of, I can pin that post then, so I can pin it to the very top, or I can delete it, which is what we're about to do right now. Okie dokie, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to come back to our front desk and just have a chat with everyone and see if there's any questions. I really just wanted to make this a quick tutorial about how to build a community on Thinkific using the functionality that is in place. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask me either here on the live stream replays out on YouTube and Facebook, or on LinkedIn, and we'll get through that process. Key things that we love about the community feature right now is the ability to include live events for your students on the dashboard where they're looking at it. The ability for you to have conversations and more private conversations inside the areas from that. Dorothy, you really like it so far? That is great. I'm so glad to hear that you really like it so far. And there's going to be some really cool functionality coming in down the track. The live events is great. The post formats that we've got, ideally, I'd love video from the Thinkific library. That's my thing. I would absolutely love that. But the video from URL at the moment is great. Now, we did test a video URL from our public video platform yesterday. That seemed to work as well. And I think Loom videos are also working inside that area. Coming soon is moderators, so the opportunity for us to have moderators in our space. Coming soon is the opportunity to bulk enroll a group of students. And coming soon is the opportunity that under that group or that community that you would have, you can have a paid community. So for my marketing circle, people have a VIP community. So if you're looking at running a paid space, and then you want to have another paid space level on top of it, or you can have spaces that are only available for certain paid access levels of members. And that's really, really huge. Like all things, this is a new development by Thinkific. If you have feedback, make sure that you give that to them. Support at thinkific.com. Go to the Thinkific Facebook group. Comment here on the videos because I am sharing these with the Thinkific community as well. If you have feedback from it, get started. For those of you who are teaching like Dorothy, and I know who she is, so I can say this, who are teaching where you're teaching children, this is a space behind the login and behind the paywall that doesn't require another app or another platform. And that's another big thing that I think was really going to help people along the way. And by being able to post files, people can post things for review and for assignments and assessments along the way, which I think is going to be really huge functionality along that way. So that's it from me today. I hope everyone's liked seeing what they've seen inside the Thinkific communities. If you want to join my communities, there are 2 ways that you can do that. If you are looking at becoming a Course Creators Circle member, then you can head to thecoursecreatorscircle.com.au, head to our membership tab, and it will tell you everything about how you can become a member in the Course Creators Circle and get even more online training and all of those sorts of things from here. So the Course Creators Circle is here. Should have those links up earlier. If you want help with marketing and course creation, then my VIP membership is the Marketing Circle. And the Marketing Circle not only gets you access to everything we've just spoken about in the Course Creator Circle, which is regular trainings, my process, how to do all of that sort of stuff. It gets you access to my marketing course library. It gets you access to me for marketing Q&A, for the Course Creation Circle sessions, and for marketing how-tos on a regular basis. We meet on Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. Australian time, and the Marketing Circle is here. And you saw a little bit of the Marketing Circle with our community today. Apart from that, I'm going to leave it with you guys. No one needs to be bored. No one needs to be here for a long time. Marina, how are you? Have you got anything that you want to chat to me about before I wrap this session up? If you have, please do. Dorothy, I am keen to see how you roll this out as a community, I must admit. And while we're here, for those of you who are here, pop in the chat where we can find your schools, because let's network and find each other's schools along the way. That would be fantastic. I'm just going to give Marino just a few seconds. If he's got any questions for me, I'll answer them. Okay, Marino, it's Luke. Sorry, Lucas. I just didn't realize it was you. Gosh, let's give me more coffee. And maybe the day off that I was meant to take. Sorry. So Lucas is one of my fellow Thinkific experts. So apologies for not realizing who I was talking to. I do love this new feature, Dorothy, too. Along with you, there's loads of ideas of how to roll it out. Obviously, it's still in development and there's still new features coming out. But this, if I can tell you now, is the time to talk to Thinkific and say to them, this is the functionality we need in communities. This is the functionality we want. The beautiful thing I've had in my career and so far in working with lots of companies where they're building stuff is the ability to say, these are the things that we need, and listening to them and watch them. And I've seen Thinkific do that time and time again, listen to their creators and say, yes, we need these features. And I do know that I've been talking to Sarah from the communities function when I've been putting these things together. And she said, please let us know of any feedback that you have. So if you have it, make sure that you share it. You can comment here if you like, absolutely. And we'll make sure that the feedback gets passed on to Thinkific as well. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to go now replace my license thanks to Optus. Yay. Fun and games when you get through the journey that is here. And I would like to thank you all again for joining us. And if you haven't had a chance already, join us in the Course Creators Circle Facebook group. If nothing else, you get some free level course creation tips from me along the way. Otherwise, deep dive with us in one of the memberships. We'll see you again soon. Bye.